we are going to be picking some orders for the shop update, which I'm very excited about. Thank you to everybody who placed an order. We're going to be chit-chatting a little bit about the new house, so a new home to us. It's a 1970s house, but that's plenty new to me. In Alabama that we got to go visit here recently. Hey, Mare. And then we're going to be making some wire wrapped quartz crystals from on Amazon and AliExpress. No, I not AliExpress, Panda Hall. I was able to find these pre-strung crystal necklaces, but I just wanted, I mean, I guess we could try it on, like just the crystals. Okay. It's not exactly comfortable, but I didn't get it for being a necklace. I got it for making wire wrapped. This is going to be a whole mess of pendants and possibly earrings if I can match them up. So we're just going to be playing with some wire wrapping. And then I am also testing out these stainless steel, like plated steel dragon ear wraps because I want to make sure that they're comfortable before I put in the effort to do like some beadwork and stuff, like some wire wrapping and like beads and things on them. So just test around some different things. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear my earrings clanking on the dragon ear wraps, but that's all right. So let me get comments pulled up so I can see what y'all are saying. Oh, I missed streaming last week, you guys. But it's very good to be back. Let's see, how do I find, I click view channel, boom, there we go. Well, Mary says, hello, welcome back. Hey, Tigress Designs. This is, yay, hi, Vaughn, how are you doing today? Hey, Kelly. It's a really good day today, you guys. I'm very excited to just be back at it. This was a huge milestone that we were very nervous about going and seeing the house. Mary says, the house looks great. I'm so excited for you. I almost can't believe it. Like, so I'm trying really hard to stay optimistic, but very discerning and like scrutinous of, trying to make sure that we're making good decisions and, just everything. So that's very exciting. But now we've got our eyes set on Dragon Con. So time to get to hustling and bustling. We've been making a whole bunch of jewelry, actually. I haven't gotten anything done on the dragon heads, except for the big dragon. We'll be making it to Dragon Con this year. We got clearance to bring our big dragon. So that's fantastic. Hey, Rippy for Freedom says, will you be taking your time to fix it up? Actually, part of what's so amazing is the current homeowner, who's a very good friend of ours, she's doing a lot of the renovation before we even move in. So now Randy and I are going to be like, we're hitting it together, putting in the flooring ourselves, and Randy and I, we know how to do drywall and tile and trim work. So aside from getting some of there was flooding, which is not something that's going to be too reoccurring, but it's getting resolved. Like, so I don't know how to go more into that, but the damage from the flooding, that any molded wood or anything like that is being replaced, and then we're going to be kind of taking it from there after some electrical work gets done as well. So that's very exciting. But yeah, just kind of taking it a day at a time, but we will be like fixing it up and getting new appliances. The new flooring in the upstairs especially is going to be really nice, and the drywall down in the basement is going to be really nice. So very excited about that. But we're gonna try our best to get to take our time, but also get it done in a timely manner. You know what I mean? Like, so there's some things that I don't know. I can't think of anything. We're not going to be doing any serious remodeling. Like, I think one day I might want like new countertops or something, but that might be after we pay it off. So, Rippy says, I can tell your enthusiasm. Best of luck and blessings. Well, thank you so much. It's a dream come true. We've been, for the past 10 years, we've been trying to get home to the southern Tennessee area. Because we finished our business here in Missouri and we don't have any family here in Missouri. We're lucky to have our friends, but the majority of our family and friends are back in southern Tennessee or northern Alabama. So, are you going to keep the kitties? Oh, hey, Wolfpack. Looks like a wonderful new home. Those are actually my sister-in-law's. Her cat had kittens. And we'll have to see what the future holds on whether or not we adopt any of them. But they're cute, though, aren't they? They're sweet. And Mary says the house layout looks both cozy and functional. Your plans look great, too. Oh, well, thank you. It's a starting point. I'm sure it's going to evolve just the same as the layout here in this house has evolved over the years. The Wolfpack says they were so darn cute. I'm finally healing from where two of them, the two like kind of like low saturation calicos, are named Mary Kate and Ashley. And man, Mary Kate tore me up. Like, but she was just little kitten claws. Hey, Donna, she says, hello, will you be selling your house there? Yes, we'd like to sell our house here in Missouri, but we don't think that's going to happen until 2027. So, that's kind of scary, though, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm kind of glad that we're not getting it sold until 2027. Because that gives me all winter to steal all my plants and rocks and stuff. Unless somebody wants to pay a lot for as is so that they get my whole garden too. But all right, we're gonna pick some orders because we did a shop update. And if any of y'all are in a shopping mood and something catches your eye, you can use coupon code HappyCrafter to get 10% off. Or if you're one of our Happy Crafter Club members here on YouTube, you can check out the channel membership and you get a 20% off coupon. Okay, let's see. What number was this? H7. But yeah, so any questions that you guys have or things that you want to talk about or any way that I might be able to be helpful to you, just holler and let me know. But until then, we're going to be looking at some shiny rocks. Shiny Rock Friday. Look at that labradorite. Do y'all want to see how translucent labradorite is? Or rather can be? Like, look at that. It's almost like fluorite in the way that like the light just goes through the banding. I mean, it's not colorful the way fluorite is, but it's so pretty, right, Amer? Hey, Kimberly, how's it going? How are y'all doing today? So then, ooh, H5 went off to find a new home. This is another really pretty labradorite. Hey, Frank, how's it going? Hi, everyone. Been a long time. It has been. How are you doing? Ooh, there's the flash. It can be really hard to find the flash on these sometimes. I just love that, though. Look at how pretty that is. Ooh, okay, so that was H5. Mary says, all the labs go so fast. They really did. We've got some collectors who keep a close eye on our shop, which I am eternally grateful for. Not that I'm ready to buy a lot. Ooh, okay, Mary. Now we're going to be having another shop update next week. And this one, we just did the one tray. Like, just to give you all the quick peek. We just did the one tray because about halfway through the day yesterday, Randy and I looked at each other and I was like, I'm supposed to be producing a shop update. And he was like, are you? And I was like, I need to do that because it was like 5 and we were losing daylight rapidly. I'm in the mid of several yarn projects before I get back to jewelry. Ooh, right on, Mare. Donna says, wow, I never realized it was like that. I love it. Oh, really? No, not all of them are, but some of them. And that's, I love every Labradorite I've ever met, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so H17 also is finding, oh, this one's pretty too, is finding, I just bashed my knee. Owie. Oh. Ow. I forgot. I forgot that was a thing that this desk does. And that I do to the desk. But there's a board right there. I don't know if you could hear it, but I can feel it in my bones. Baby shower gift due August 1st. Ooh, Mary, you best get to hooking. Let's see if we can find the best flash on this one. And y'all, if you like shiny rocks, please do feel free to tickle our like button to let YouTube know that shiny rocks are awesome. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. That kind of peachy copper tone. H17 going off to its new home. Memory says also my skirt. Oh my god, it's so much more beautiful in person and it's comfortable and I could wear it every day. And Mary, I'm so glad that you're pleased with it. Oh, hey, Melisandre says, hi, Vaughn and all. Saw your new home. Was amazing. Thank you. It's, again, I'll believe it when we're moved in. And it's been like an undisclosed length of time. Like, I don't know if I believe that this is reality yet, but I'm going to keep doubling down on it. Like, I like this version of the Matrix. So, all right, let's see. We've got a couple more to pick. So again, if you guys find yourself in a shopping mood, we have these at backtoearthcreations.com and you can use coupon code HappyCrafter to get 10% off. What's the next number? Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah. I said nay. Do 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 do. The coffee's hitting today too, y'all. Okay. I love the blue flashes. Right, Dana? How are you doing today? Kimberly says, I will take all of them, please. Now, talking about giveaways. I don't know, that didn't make me think of giveaways. We are having some wild giveaways over on Kick for the whole month of July now that we're back home. And one of the things that I have here next to me is actually one of the giveaway boxes that we're going to, like, there's got a little bit of a shape to it, but it is stuffed full with craft supplies because since we're moving, I gotta declutter, y'all. There's so much stuff in this house, and I know we're moving into a bigger home, but like, I've been a hoarder and I should change my ways before bringing the past decade of hoarder mess to the new home. So it's what an opportunity to like blow some of the dust off and purge a little bit. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested in some free stuff, be sure to check us out over on Kick. That's KICK.com. Or if you just sign up for our free newsletter, we send you a link anytime anything's going on ever with our, like whether we're streaming or shop update or new tutorials. Let's see. Okay, we have H31. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Do, 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 do. Oh, Danette says, your new house is so wonderfully big and so beautifully green outside. Oh, that's northern Alabama for you, though. Like, ditches look like beautiful enchanted gullies in the southeast. Like this, it is so verdant and just aggressively bursting with life. Like if you stand still too long, you will get eaten by kudzu. Like you'll start growing moss if you if you stand in the shade too long. It's just I love it. I can't wait to nestle myself down in the red clay and just start growing mushrooms like an old log. Is what I'm looking forward to. Ooh, Kimberly says, oh, but you have to believe to manifest, my dear. Believe it, live it. Okay, we will believe it along with you. You have to get into that beautiful property. It's a dream come true. Literally the only difference between this house and our lottery dream, to me, is the size of acreage that it's on. Because, like, in our lottery dream, it was like, oh, we'll have 200 acres. Man, I'm busy. Just, there's a vulture up on top of that telephone pole. Is it one of the red ones or one of the... Oh, it's one of the black vultures. Whenever I see one of the vultures with a red face, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But black vultures, I'm like, that's a bad omen. No, no. But no, it's just... Anyways. What were we talking about? I completely just brain farted. That vulture hit my reset button. We're looking at cabs. 26. H26. Ooh, this is one of our homemade fused glass cabochons. Sabaya. She says, I'm manifesting. My heart is for you and Randy. I loved watching your vlog. Oh, thank you so much, Sabaya. Oh, yeah, our lottery dream was 200 acres, but here I'm kept completely busy on a quarter of an acre. So I think the 2 acres is going to be more than enough to keep me plenty busy. So crafters are not hoarders; they are visionaries with storage needs. Yes. Well, I got storage needs though, and I'm gonna get them figured out before we go. And of course, I'm gonna be making videos about it. So trying to scroll through. Oh, well, hey there, Cricket. How's it going? Sending manifesting vibes your way, honey. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. So this is one of our homemade fused glass cabochons. And I just love it. The glass that we made it out of was a blend called Delphi chocolate. So it's kind of like that pistachio green and delicious chocolate swirls through it. Wow, no way! Jeffrey Allen says, I just bought a house in Selma, Alabama. I'm going to be honest, I don't know where that is. But we're going to be moving to the Huntsville area. Hey, Amber Kitty. Hey, Stone and... Wow, Stowe Handmade Art Jewelry. Well, hello, Stowe. How's it going? Ooh, a member says, I assume YouTube updated. I'm having a hard time seeing chat and keeping your face big enough to see. Why do they mess with things? We need to put you on the TV. Oh, no. Yeah, Tiger says you'll have to update your garden channel. It won't be 1/4 anymore. That's true. No more making it on a quarter. That we made just, oh, near Montgomery? Okay. Right. Well, that's still a ways from us, but congratulations on your new home. H26. Ooh, H25. Oh, that's a pretty labradorite, too. Let's see if we can find the best flash. There we go. Yo, we have a special delivery. Yeah, if you want to leave her up there, honey, or just, leave the box on the floor so she can come and go if she pleases. Thank you, honey. But yeah, this one's going off to its new home. Everybody say bye-bye, labradorite. Oh, I love Ember so much. She's such a goober. Do you see her in her box? Put your cat in a box. Put your cat in a box, baby. She just meowed. Like, she's such a gooby. All right, next number, H27. Ooh. I keep being afraid I'm going to drop them in my coffee. I don't think that fear is unfounded. But if I drop your cabochons in coffee, I promise I'll rinse them off. Would you, could you, in a box? She really is adorable, Sabaya. Oh, well, thank you so much for everybody who's given us so many well wishes. I think I'm going to be greedy and ask for a housewarming present. If any of y'all have like pictures of whenever we met in person or anything like that, I would love if you could email me a picture that you don't mind me making a print of, because we're gonna have enough wall space that I can finally have pictures of all my friends out. Or I might just put up like a digital picture frame or something, but we'll get that figured out. But yeah, that's kind of if I can be greedy and ask for a housewarming present, I'd love pictures of some of y'all we've gotten to meet in person, and just, I don't know, is that weird to ask? It probably is, but Amanda says, I want to see you in person. We're gonna have to like take a picture where we're both going like this, and then we'll just Photoshop it together, but just to tide us over until we do get to meet in person. I'll see what I have from both camp longs. Okay, Sabaya. Hi, Von. Oh, hey, Lynn. Oh, so happy for you finding a new home. Having all that extra space is going to be everything. And that backyard has so much potential also, dude. I know. Like, I don't know. Let's just keep working, because we're not there yet. We're not there till we're there. But, ooh, I can see it on the horizon. Like, going and getting to see it in person made it so much more real, and getting measurements of all of the rooms, and like this we kept saying until some insurmountable obstacle, and we're still waiting on that insurmountable obstacle. So are there any good trees on the property? Oh my god, there's a beautiful magnolia tree in the front yard. Oh, and I've always wanted a magnolia tree. My neighbor has a magnolia tree here, but I can't get close enough to sniff it. And well, I mean, because you can't just be trespassing just to sniff up on people's trees. Like, as much as I would understand if somebody came up onto my property to sniff my tree, I'd still be like, get out of my yard. And so I try to not sniff other people's trees uninvited, but I'll have my own tree sniffer, says Randy. Yeah, but so I'll get to sniff that. And the leaves are so big and pretty. I want to make wreaths out of the leaves. And then there was another tree, but I don't remember what it was, but it's a little smaller, but it's in the front too. It's a very good tree. And then there's a great big maybe oak tree. I know it's not a sycamore, but it's probably an oak. I just don't know what variety. And it is so big and beautiful. And then there's actually a whole wooded corner on the property that's like trees. It's just chock full of big old good trees. And then magnolias are wonderful. My grandmother has two. My grandfather planted for her in North Carolina. Oh, they do smell so good. But I love magnolias. I would ask the neighbor if I could sniff it. I should, but it's also the neighbor that I kept stealing their pets for a little bit, but that's because I didn't know that it was their pets at first. Question, I make buttons out of cabs. Do you have any cabs in 25mm 1-inch dimensions on your website? Ooh, Dennett, that's a really good question. None of our cabs are specifically calibrated, but we take pictures of them on a little 1-inch board, so you'll be able to see the size. I don't know if we have many that are a full 1-inch size. We've been kind of having fun with smaller cabochons lately because that's what folks have been requesting. Oh, you could do a leather tooled magnolia leaf. Well, you know what we're gonna have to do is just do a magnolia fairy outfit. So we'll have to figure that out. Tiger says, my neighbors have one as well, but they let me come and snip flowers and leaves when I want. I'm very happy for you. So glad they're a great trees. Me too. And Randy's going to get to plant his orchard. It was something, when we were starting our life together and dreaming dreams, he was like, I would really like to have my orchard in the ground by the time I'm 40. And, well, we wrote it to the last year, but we'll be turning 40 and having he'll have his orchard in the ground and he'll be able to experiment with grafting. And I'm just so excited. So, pet thief. Yeah, a little bit. I just want to hug the tree, Randy. I'm going to grow all Jello trees. What are Jello trees? Love all the room and storage in the kitchen, says Kimberly. Yes, that is worth its weight in gold. Oh my God, so much. Because I think right now we have 6 cabinets and 2 pantries, which is not enough. It sounds like a lot, but again, hoarding. Okay, are there? Ooh, map out the house. Made my type A heart so happy. Right on. Hey, Pro. Ooh, custard's good. How are you doing today, Pro? Bro. Okay, I'm still picking orders. Did I do H29? No. But we're going to pick it next. How are you doing, Pro Pool? How much did I miss watching on my phone? Loved the house walkthrough. Hey, Kelsey. We're just looking at shiny rocks. How are you doing today? Look at the flash in that one. And then once I get done, like in 30 years, when I get done picking this order, we're going to wire wrap some quartz crystals. So these ones are drilled. You can probably wrap along with us if you have anything that's kind of shaped like this, like long with a drill through it. We can, so even if it's like a cabochon like this, but it's drilled through front to back or side to side, we might be able to follow along and wrap together. So, and then we have H23, another labradorite Doing okay. Just need some of the energy custard you had before your trip. Dude, I can't remember the name of the shop. It's like Mama's Custard or something, but Mama's Custard hits. It changed me as a person. It got me right up out of my grumpiness.
Mimi's custard.
What is it?
Mimi's custard.
Mimi's custard.
Because I thought it was meme.
Meme? Oh, he thought it was meme custard. There were no memes at all. We were terribly disappointed. Well, hey, Judah. Says, I like that gem or rock or whatever it is. I like it too. This is a gemstone. It's a semi-precious gemstone, which, I mean, is a rock too. But, it's labradorite. And it's just so pretty. I like it. I lost the bag. Oh, I found the bag. Hubby has informed me he doesn't want to ever go to Alabama. I guess I'll have to travel without him for a visit someday. Oh, now I'm going to say it is very humid in Alabama. Like, but everywhere's got real good air conditioning, so I really like opal a lot. Opals are beautiful. Besides, we're going to have to go north and meet you all up in Kentucky anyhow. Let's see. Oh, over here. 23. Did we do 21? No. Now we're going to do H21. Another beautiful, super durable. Also not in the coffee. Labradorite. Woo, look at that. Oh, so pretty. And that's just one angle of it, too. I lost the bag again. No, I didn't. Okay. All right, Aunt Pro says we need to see you and Randy and the fur babies before we leave. Send us a message and we'll set up a get together, Pro. Thanks, Valerie. She's beautiful labradorites. They really are. They really are. I love gemstones. Okay, H19. Ooh, this is another labradorite. Like I said, we have some collectors who go through and just clear us out. But I mean, it flashes so brightly, it's whiting out the camera. Like, I need to. Okay, so this is lottery dream territory, but I wonder how much it would cost to get that the kitchen counter replaced with labradorite counters. Have y'all seen those online? Like, I've never seen a labradorite like bigger than like this for like the top of an end table, in person at least. But man, I think I'd be hard pressed. You can like I'd set a coffee cup down on the countertop and get that off of there. Wipe it so that the counter would all be just glistening labradorite. Coffee dunked lab, right? Let's see, that was H21. Oh, that was actually H19, wasn't it? Ooh, H18, another one of our swirly Delphi chocolate cabs. Very cool. And again, if anything that we're showing you guys catches your eye or gets you into a shopping mood, be sure to use coupon code HAPPYCRAFTER to get 10% off your order at backtoearthcreations.com. You said the new house was being renovated? That's awesome. It is, Kelsey. Oh my God. Like, I'm so excited. Hey, Giovanna. Hey, Valerie says gorgeous. Well, hey, Wicked. All right, coming through. That was H18. Now we're going to do H10. And somebody likes our Delphi chocolate glass. I do love those little swirly bands in it, though. Kimberly says that is so earthy. I love that cab. Oh, it's a huge slab that has to be thick to withstand the heat from the gas burner. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to be having an electric stove in the new house. Let's see. What was that? H10? Ooh, and then H9. A really pretty labradorite. Alrighty, you guys. I'm picking the last couple of cabochons now. And so we're going to be getting to wire wrapping. So if you want to craft along with me, I'm going to be using 20 gauge or 22 gauge. It really just whichever one, the thickest one that I can fit through our drilled crystals will be what I'm using. And then H3, another lab. Oh, that dark blue, look at that. I love getting to sit by the window to craft because I can look out and see like the birds and stuff hopping. I don't know what the view is going to be like at the new craft room. But I'll probably be too busy working to be able to peek out the window. I'll just have to take breaks. H1, another love. Do, 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 do. I'll be lurking as it is bedtime. Right on. Well, sweet dreams. This one could look really cool wrapped up like a dragon eye, I think. Do, 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 do. H14. Oh, this is one of our Drops of Jupiter cabochons, which I think just make fantastic little sceneries. And then here's another one with those really cool swirling bands. That was H30, so that's the last one. But we still have some cabochons and then even more up on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. So again, if you find yourself in a shopping mood, be sure to use coupon code HAPPYCRAFTER to get 10% off of your order. And now I'm gonna flip this camera around and we're gonna get to crafting. So I'm gonna mute it so that you don't hear like horrible tripod noises. Alrighty, there we go. Let me get the cord moved over now. Alrighty then. So now let's see. We have, oops. This is a long necklace that I think we got from pandahall.com for a pretty reasonable price. I'm not entirely certain how much we paid for it, but I'm going to snip because I just want to reclaim the different lengths or the different sizes of quartz crystal so that we can wire wrap them. Woo! That looked like an awesome yard. I'm sure you can make yourself a great view. Right on, Kelsey. Well, I'm thinking our working quarters are actually down in the basement. And so our living quarters are going to be upstairs. And I think we'll have fantastic views up in the living quarters. Like in the upstairs. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that just the fact that we're going to have a separate like home work areas is going to be amazing. And so, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm really glad that I made the decision to restring this because it is strung up on fishing line, like that kind of fishing line material. Well, hey, Cynthia says, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for the longest time. So glad to see you. I love the beauty of your crafts. Oh, well, thank you so much for finding us again. And welcome back to the craft room. Today we just finished showing off the new items in this week's shop update, and I'm reclaiming some drilled crystals from this necklace that we bought so that we can make some pendants and earrings and things out of it. Hey, Dolores. Ooh, Wicked Stitches says, I'm not sure if you know of this festival they have in Kentucky, I think in October, but it's called Brandywine Festival, held at Terrapin Farm in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. It's a LARP camp. It sounds Tolkien themed. Is this... What? Well, that might be very fun. Now we're going to be moving homes in October, but it still sounds very fun. Valerie said, well, hey, Samantha, how's it going? And Valerie says, I have some Labradorite calves that I like so much that it's hard for me to do something with them, right? Well, sometimes some stones are just for keeping. So how many do we have here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does it now? Hey, Randy. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, so I'm just doing our little crystals here. Doing them in piles of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, Wicked says, yes, it's like living in the Shire. And there's different camps and role-playing. They have it in Europe, too. Oh, that sounds like it'd be so much fun, Wicked. I'm in Georgia, and we'll be a lot closer to your new house. Ooh, right on. Yeah, the first things we're moving over to the new house are actually our booth post-Dragon Con, because that's our last vending event of the year, so we're just going to be leaving it at the new house instead of bringing it all the way back to Missouri. And I think that's whenever it's going to start feeling a whole lot more real. I mean, already just go, do we need an intervention? Nah, just let me count my crystals. We're good. Told you not to bother me while I'm counting my crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10. But going and seeing the house and getting the measurements and stuff really helped to make it feel so much more real. But I can't, like, it's almost, what am I going to do with my life once we get there? Like, for a decade, my whole driving purpose of, like, all the hustle, all the everything is going to be, or has been, to get back home. So once we get back home, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to find out and see. And, you know, I don't want to set expectations for the future. You know, I just want to be prepared to make the most of it, if that makes sense. What? No way. Samantha says, I'll be attending DragonCon just to see you. Oh my goodness. Well, there's so much cool stuff going on at DragonCon that defo, like, be sure to find other things to do too. Because Randy and I, well, Randy's pretty amazing, but I'm just a dork. Like, so I hope we don't disappoint you. Unfortunately, there's so much other cool stuff going on at DragonCon that you shouldn't be too disappointed. There's tons of stuff there. Like, they have, like, orchestral performances and different things as well. You enjoy it. That's what you do. Just take each day with thanks. Right on. But we're excited to get to meet you, Samantha. So yeah, nice little clasp. I mean, the clasp was great. It's just this isn't really my favorite stringing material. As you can see, it just completely, you know... Well, actually, the stringing material held up great. It was the crimp cover here on the end, or the bead cover. It's a little clamshell type, and it has this little loop that would come down, and it's just not my favorite way. And so now we've taken that apart. It's too peoply out there, dude. Yes. That is true. And so now I'm going to want to do about 20 inches of wire. What color should we do first, you guys? the silver, the bronze, or the copper. Copper was the first one that came through. Okay, so I'm using antique copper toned parawire, which is copper, but it is also covered in a clear enamel, so you don't have to worry about it tarnishing or irritating your skin if you have metal allergies. Ooh, I should have tested and made sure. I'm going to do one from this section. I really like this section. Thank goodness. Okay, it fit through. Oops. And so I'm just making a little loop. Like, look at all the facets and points. What a cool crystal. Thank you, honey. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be holding down, oh, I like it with the one towards me on top. And I'm just going to go like that. And I like to hold it, that way it's not putting any pressure, on the crystal itself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. 15 should be plenty. Little twists.
Is this which one to use?
You can use, no, you can use the larger rings. It'll be fine.
Where are they at? Those ones?
No, they're the 18 gauge 3/16 inch. I'm not certain where they are.
Those are scales.
No, those are Persian bauble.
Oh.
It's going to be a lot easier for you if you use the Persian bauble.
Okay.
Like, you can use those ones, but you don't have to.
I'll see what I can do.
Alrighty, I just don't know where I hit them.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna use these for now.
I'll be right back, you guys. I think I know where they are. Ow. I think I know where they are, honey. There you go. I think we might need to order more. Also. Well, Ember is very happy in her box, thank goodness. I have relatives that live in the suburbs of Atlanta that are the same way. They try to not go into Atlanta. Yeah. Oh, Samantha says, I live in Atlanta and I try to stay out of Atlanta as much as I can. It is bonkers. Like, I'm not cut out for cities. I get pretty stressed out from, like, the traffic and stuff and the $50 a day parking that they like to charge at Dragon Con. But I do love going in and vending. Like, what a fantastic opportunity to get to kind of do our thing. So now I am going to take my mandrel pliers or bail making pliers, and I'm using like the 4mm side, and I'm just going to start wrapping our wire around like so. And we don't need to be choking down on the bail here. And in fact, if you find yourself like me, really clenching down on the pliers, just set them down. After you get past a certain point, you don't really need them for doing what it is that we're doing here. I like to do this wrap until it's down and over where the wires are coming out of the crystal. If I can. I might need to give myself a little bit more wire on the next one. And then I'm just going to do this little like sweep. And you can do the little sweepy part on the front or on the back, whichever is your preference. And now we can kind of twist the bail to like face any way that we want. But just be mindful that we're not, you know, busting through the crystal. Have you all ever wrapped a crystal like this? I think I'm going to use my really fine-tipped pliers. Woo! Melisandre says, almost looks like one of your mushrooms. Right on. Well, it definitely has that crystal theming to it. And I'm just enjoying being out of my own way and just making stuff. Oh, I like that. So there we are. There's a little crystal. And now we can do a slightly more complex design of this. Out of the bronze and the silver, what color should we do next? Ah, thank you, Donna. Should we wrap the bronze or the silver next? Oh, Kala says, what do the mushrooms look like? Well, I don't have any of the larger ones, but let me grab, I can show you guys what we've been working on. So here's one of the, ooh, bronze. Okay, lots of folks saying bronze. This is what one of our little crystal mushrooms look like, but we make some larger versions too. But instead of wrapping the crystal, we sculpt with polymer clay onto it. And I have a tutorial out showing how to do these too if y'all want to make some of your own. But I'm this same wrap I did on those pretty faceted crystals that we had gotten from Panda Hall. But only 2 were broken. I'm really pleased. But I made some pendants and some earrings. Ooh, right on. Donna says, bronze it is, y'all. Donna says, I have gemstone beads like that, different types. I never thought to make single pendants. Great idea. Right on. Yeah, oh, it's a bunch of fun. And I just love them for whenever we need, like, not everything in our booth needs to be high-end, intricate wrapping. Our bread and butter, more often than not, is just making fun, pretty, affordable, hopefully affordable, pretty crystals and stuff. Little crystal wraps. Alright, so now I'm using like a full, like, almost 30 inches of wire. And then I'm going to cut a second strand, but we'll do that here in a moment. I'm going to do this crystal next. Flump. And I want to get it nice and centered. And then I'm going to bring this up like so. And then I like to hold with my pliers. And then we're going to go whoop and twist the once. And then the twice. And now I want to show you how to kind of kick this up a notch and give it, if you're ready for a more intricate bail. This has been the oddest spool of wire. It's so, like, tangled in on itself, which is fine. Like, I'll get it figured out, but I don't know what I did wrong. There we go. And it's nothing the nylon jaw pliers can't fix. Which, by the way, you guys, I've started putting the material lists into the newsletters for, what we're using in each craft along session. And now with this one, I'm going to go ahead and give us another 20 inches. I am going to just go bull and use a ton of wire on this. Like, it's way more than what we need, but that's fine. All right. I'm going to mix them. Turtletopia! Turtletopia. Let me show you, Propol. Turtletopia is the future of LT and Shelron's cage setup. So it's going to consist of two 75-gallon tanks on top of, Randy said he'll build me, and I'll be helping, but mostly I just get in the way. I'll be helping make the cabinets out of like 4x4s and 2x4s and such, for the shelves to be on. And then we're going to use this, like, it's a turtle tank bridge thing. So, like, it's a basking dock for a turtle tank that has 2 ramps. And so, and you can see where I'm kind of trying to design, like, to where the turtles won't be able to get out. But, man, they are escape artists. But that way, Shelron and LT, who've always been in the same tank together, will finally have their own separate tank where they can, like, get away from each other, but they'll have, like, a communal basking dock, and this will be, like, right underneath the big window in the, like, the workout room. So, yeah, somebody on Reddit posted how to make, and I think that just came out so beautiful. They did such a good job. So I just have to, I don't know, make a bunch of money. So, and that's Turtletopia. Ah, really? Propol says, wow, that's going to be awesome. So glad I can converse with you today. It's a slow work day for me. Right on. Well, I really love being able to hang out with y'all. Okay. But yeah, I love those turtles. Like, they're my niece's turtles, but if she ever, like, takes them back, I think Randy and I might get our own turtles. Because they're really a joy to keep. Alright, trying to pick which side's going to be the front and which side's going to be the back. Okay, so. Ooh, we need, like, a bead. Let's go find a bead, you guys. What color of bead should we use? Someday I want to get a stock tank and have an indoor turtle pond. Oh, that'd be so cool, Bear. You know, those, like, they got big old stock tanks at, like, the Tractor Supply that, are pretty affordable. Okay. Let me go find a bead. What color of bead should we do? Should it be a gemstone or... Hey, Kathy! Welcome back. Thank you. It's so good to be home. With dreams of a new home on the horizon. Ooh, with the bronze, yellow, or green would look pretty. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll take you guys with me. We all like beads here. There's my sea dog. Gotta pet the sea dog. Doo-doo. Yeah, what a good big boy. Who's my stinky little monster? Yeah, he said, Mama. Don't put me on camera. So, okay. Oh, also, this tie-dye is going to be going off to its new home. Somebody bought this one off the website, which I'm so excited about. I love it. And then we are looking for beads. So it's going to need to fit on the 20 gauge wire. I like green. I like green a bunch. Ooh. Oh my god. Ember? Well, hey, baby. Yeah. What a good girl. What a good girl, yes. Put your cat in a box. Put your cat in a box, baby. Oh. All right, back to work. There we go. Let me plug the phone back in. Love the bead tube, right? Ah! Tiger says, I love your bead drawers. Mine are in the totes and it's a mess. Oh no! Those drawers were game changing though. Like so much. I'm very, very pleased that we invested in them because they've been holding up fantastically. Well, hey, Sheila says, glad you guys made it back safely. Me too. Randy's such a good driver. And Hammer says some turtles are super pretty. Oh, I love the Shellron's a red-eared slider, and LT, short for little turtle, is a yellow-bellied slider. And they're both gorgeous. But yeah, I like the caps don't fit in as well as what I would have liked. But I can always find something to, you know, kind of critique. But it certainly does well enough. And I've used like washi tape before to like kind of flesh that out. So I'm just adding a little bead right onto this center part. Oh, right on. Kale says, my wife loves your storage wood drawers. They're like colored pencil drawers, is what I had originally gotten them for. And so, like, they just do a really good job of anytime you need to store something. Oh, I love the way that I love sniffing colored pencil drawers, but and then like my pastel pans as well. Oh, it smells so nice. Okay. So let us see now. We have this bead, and I'm going to lay it on the side that's going to be the front. I have decided. Yes. And now from here, I'm going to bring these two wires just around. And this can be a little tricky, but we'll get there. You know, I bet. Now that we see what size we need, I'm just going to line my pliers up so that it takes the guesswork out, and I'm going to do 2 twists. So this probably isn't like the perfect way of pulling this off, but wait, which side was the front? Okay, that side's the front. But it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. We just got to make it work. Okay. And so now we're going to be making, this one's going to come around this way. I want to do one of those braided bales, like, you know? And that'll be coming around that way. And it's going to start off a little wonky and weird, but that's fine because this part will be the back part anyways. Hey, Amanda says, hey guys, I'm glad your Alabama trip went well. It did. We still have not been to the post office, and I'm so sorry for that. But I do hope that we'll be able to make it there soon to the post office. Ooh, Sheila says, I had a couple red ear sliders. They live a long time. Had mine for 30 years. Bought them when they're the size of a nickel. They grow very fast. They do. These turtles are at least 10 years old. I think they're 15 or even older. But they're good turtles. But yeah, so just kind of pulling that wire in. And now, oh, there we go. And now I'm going to go twist and twist. And then this one's going to come up And this one's going to come around. 1 and 2. And then this one comes up and this one comes around. So it was a little wonky at first, but I love it. And then from here, I'm just going to twist them both together like so. Hey, Misty says, hey, y'all, tuning in with my phone, still working. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. The day is off to a fantastic start, or a fantastic end too. We gotta go to the Sam's Club later today. Like, it's a busy day, but that's all right. I love it. Okay, so we did that final twist coming around. I'm just going to use a stick mandrel. You could use a knitting needle or something as well. And I'm eyeballing it because I want right here to land right on top of that bead. Oh my goodness. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it didn't need to be. Okay. So yeah, just getting that kind of smushed together, but there's our little bail. Perfectamundo. And I think, yeah, I'm going to wrap at a little bit of an angle. And I'm going to do, there's 1, and there's 2, and then 3 wraps around. Oh, let's do 1 more. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Do, 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 do. I just watched the Alabama vlog. It's a hey Tricella, hence why I'm late. You're going to have so much fun and we're getting all that extra space just the way you want it. I really hope so, Tricella. And we're going to be vlogging the whole dang old process, so I'm very excited about it. So now I've got these curves going, and I'm just going to tuck. I want that last curve to be coming into the bail. And I'm just going to wrap it and then, I think I'm going to go ahead and snip right here. That may have been too short, and I'll explain why. I'm afraid of that, because I want there to be enough space that we can get it bent and tucked in around. So generally I like to give myself a little bit more wire than what I need, because I can always trim some more off. But sometimes it just gets a little tricky. Let's use those bent nose pliers because it lets me get in there and do a solid, nice little squishy smush. There we go. See, you know, it worked out fine, but I just like to share my concerns because that's my thought process. Oh, right on. Misty says my Sam's Club is 45 miles away. Might be going this weekend, though. Ooh. When it's so far away, it makes it into so much more of like an adventure excursion. Okay, and so now here on the back side, I want to come around. Do I want to come around? I don't know. I'm going to do the swirl on the back, too. Just that kind of like whoop, swoop, the swoopiness. And then, do we do a spirally thing? Yeah, we definitely do a spirally thing. So now we've got a nice little swirl. I'm going to split off this, and I gave myself way too much wire, but that is just fine because these pieces are long enough that we can make bead links for them. We can do all sorts of things, and I'll show you what we can do with that here in a moment, because that might be a really fun thing to do. But the frame wire that originally was coming up out of the crystal, I am now going to just be wrapping around. Just kind of loose coils, just as best as what I can get with the 20 gauge wire. Supporting from behind as we pull through. Ooh, Home Goods. Yeah, I've already been putting together like a vision board collection on Amazon to like, ooh, these soap dish and this shower curtain. Just having fun with fantasizing about feathering the nest. Fortunately, we don't need for much. This house is so full and we'll be bringing a lot of it with us. And then this one's going to come up and around. And then I think down and through right there. And I'm just sewing it through wherever it looks kind of empty and like it could use a little bit of something. And so now I'm going to snip, giving myself a little over a ½ an inch to make. Ooh, Samantha says, what pliers are the main two that you use? Other than wire snips, which I consider completely essential for doing wire working, the pliers that I use the most are my bent nose and round nose pliers. What brand of them? Usually Beadalon. Not Beadalon. Beadalon's okay. The Beadsmith is really good. Like, I've been very, very pleased with that brand. As far as just affordable but highly functional, lasts a good while pliers. So now we have a pendant that it almost doesn't matter which way is forward facing and which way is backward facing. But so now we've got this wire, right? And then, but it does also come in very handy to have flat nose pliers. These are just standard flat nose, and then these are tapered flat nose. But then one of my favorite tools as well is these nylon jaw pliers. So I'm just holding onto my wire, and I'm just going to run it through the jaws of our pliers. And you can see how much that kind of just straightened it out and got it ready to wrap with. Ooh, Samantha says, I haven't seen the tiny chain nose anywhere, but I'm going to look again. They have them as a 3 set on Amazon, and then I also get them from Kingsley North. Has them, they're the 2mm tapered flat nose pliers, or RioGrande.com has them as the 2mm tapered flat nose pliers. Oh, well, thank you, Valerie. Shopping party day. Shop until I drop. So let's say we want to make some, little links to go with this. So first I'm going to want to check and see, will it travel through the bail? Yeah. So we might do, ooh, a little bit of chainmail would look cool, I think. And so I'm going to do, with the short pieces, we can do just a wrapped loop. And so this is one of the times that this comes in really handy. I like to just hold the pliers like so, and then bend on over. So let me go ahead and make it doesn't take a whole lot of wire. but it uses it up pretty quick. So there's 1 and 2. Oh, I might not be able to get a whole third wrap out of this. That's okay. So there's 1, 2. We've just made a nice little loop. And we can slide our bead on. And then using that width, I'm just going to bend. And now I've got basically the same amount of space on either side of the bead. You know, it's not foolproof, but it helps set me up for success, I think. We have a little bit more wire on this side, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be specifically like just exact. Let the pieces be organic and just be what they need to be. Let them be what they are. And it gives it so much more character. And I personally have so much more fun just letting it be what it's going to be than fussing over, oh, it's not perfectly perfect, oh my god. It's like, that'll be fine. So there's one little wrap. Now let's do another. And so just bending off. So if I got to do every single one my favorite way, I love doing 3 wraps. I just like the way it looks. And give it a little snip. There we have our little loop. Wee bitty. And then we're going to slide on our bead. And then I'm going to use my flat nose pliers. And then I'm going to bend. And so you can see the link that I made this one from, if that wire had been any shorter, it wouldn't have been usable for something like this. Now, if I were using like maybe a 4mm bead, I wouldn't have felt the need to do the wrapped loop. But whenever it's a larger like this, slightly larger, I just feel a little bit more comfortable doing the wrapped loop when I'm using 20 gauge. If I were using 18 gauge wire, I wouldn't be sweating it. I'd just be doing a regular old butted loop. But this is just, I don't know, it looks kind of like a bead cap a little bit. Or, you know, just a little bit of extra texture added. Little magical details. Give it the old squishy smush. So I do like them better, you know, when they match on each end, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And so now from here, let's do another little wrapped loop, or 2 more bead links, like wrapped links. I'm gonna drink some water. Alrighty. So if it's helpful to you, you can find like the dead center. And then I'm going to come off the center a little bit to account for the space of the bead. And just come in here, wrap it around. And then we're going to go 1 and 2. And then I'm going to slide our bead down. And I'm going to bend, like so. Insert our round nose pliers, wrap it around. There's 1. And there's 2. And then I'm going to start on the 3rd and then change loop ends and do the rest of this side. It's just how I'm trying to do it, like evenly, I suppose. And so now you can see, like, I'm going to just continue that wrap down. Until we get our little loop. And I'm just going to get my pliers in there. Snip. And just tucking that loop end in. There we go. And so, yep, just getting, and if you missed how we started it, that's okay. I'll be wrapping it again. Well, hey, Phyllis, how's it going? Sometimes I'll just nick it with my pliers and then wiggle it off. But we can squish that loose end down. And then we can insert our pliers and just straighten it out just a little. And I just think that looks so cool. So there's that one. Let's do it again. And so if you get our craft along kit, you may have some of the same rings as me. For the month of July, we're sending out 18 gauge 3/16 inch and 16 gauge 5/16 inch, in addition to like the project pack. But I'm going to be using 16 gauge 5/16 to make like a little Mobius flower. So you'll want 3 of those. And so while the kit doesn't include like wire and beads and stuff for this month, if you've been getting some of our previous kits, you may have some leftovers. Ooh, Phyllis is good. How was your trip? Oh, it was phenomenal, Phyllis. We did a whole vlog about it if you're interested in seeing it. But the house is it's just perfect. Like, it's a dream come true. It's in our budget. It's happening. Like, it feels too good to be true. But very, very excited at the opportunity. Very, very grateful for everybody who has been so supportive, shopping at our website, backtoearthcreations.com, and watching our videos and, learning from our tutorials and stuff. It's y'all are making this move possible for us. And I can't even believe, like, oh my God, I'm so excited about getting to move back home. And, getting to be around family again. Okay, so we've gotten to this step with the wrapping. It was beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for better road trip weather. Okay. So now this is making the ends that we've snipped off of here. We'll be able to make potentially additional links out of, which I think is going to be really cool. And then this one's just going to wrap around like that. And then I like to overbend it a little bit and then lift it back out. I'm glad. Keep in touch because I live in Panama City, Florida. Ooh! I bet that sounds like it'd be fun. What are some of your favorite things about your city? Like, that you enjoy about where you live? And that goes for everybody in chat, too. Well, hey, Lorena. Says, hello there, sweetie. It's Lorena from California. We had a power outage today. Oh, and it just came back on. Right on. Oh, I was hoping to make the beginning. Well, we're still crafting. Oh, you deserve this home. Both of you worked so hard for it. Well, thank you. I hope we can be deserving of all the blessings that we have, for sure. Ooh, a crafter's retreat would be fun. Well, I don't know where we're going to be having the camp along for 2027, but just because we didn't have one in 26 doesn't mean that you'll be able to put something together. And I think it'd be phenomenal to find a venue and be able to do a crafters retreat. Kind of the next evolution of the camp-alongs, I think, where we just rent out like a either a venue that has like cabins or something bougie, or if we want to get bougie with it, or like a, oh, what do you call them, those hotels like conference centers. Oh, well, thank you, Valerie. I think so too. Says that Valerie says that bronze wire looks great with those beads. Oh, and Mary says, I love all the hills and trees. I really appreciate how beautiful it is here. Nice. Oh, the beaches. I bet, Phyllis. I bet. Gonna go to the beach. Mm-hmm. Beach. Beach. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gonna try to stay in frame. So yeah, so I don't really believe in the concept of scrap wire. So always save your little bits, and anytime that if I don't know exactly how much wire I need to be using, I do try to just give myself a smidge extra so that we can make some additional links. Oh, that'd be so cool, Arena. It's been a while since I've been in the Huntsville airport, but I remember it being perfectly functional. So I think tomorrow, I just heard Ember hop back into her box. But tomorrow in our live stream, I don't have the first clue what we're going to be working on. I need to be working on dragon heads, but we may be doing leather working, just because that needs done as well. So we're just going to have to stay tuned and find out. We haven't been out to California. It's just since we drive with our booth, it is so far. The farthest west we've been is Arizona. And even then, that wasn't with our own booth. We were there helping a friend. I would love to go to California one day, though. I want to see the redwoods and, all that beautiful scenery. But first things first, we're getting moved to Alabama. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Kathy says leatherworking would be lovely. Right on. Well, we might have to do that then. Well, hey, Illumination says, hey, Vaughn, gonna watch to help the algo while eating. Peace. Right on. I hope you enjoy your meal. Do, 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 do. Well, hey, Saki girl. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? So I'm just wrapping that wire, smushing, squishing, getting the bead all tucked in. Misty says, I agree, some leather work would be cool to mix it up a bit, and it has been a while. It has been a heck of a while. We're gonna have to beat off my stump and get all the, the bark and stuff on it. That sounds weird. There's a tree stump on our front porch that I'm going to be using as a leather anvil, but it's all dirty, so we gotta beat the dust off of it. Ooh, leather work with cabochons. Well, we're actually going to be making mini waist cinchers. Giggity. I just picked up my kitty from the vet. Oh, amazing, Amy. She was spayed, so I'm watching with a very angry kitty in the background. Oh no. Well, I hope everything goes well and that she heals up beautifully. Amira says hubby is doing leather right now. Oh, that's awesome. What's he making? So this is the 16 gauge 5/16 inch ring. I've hooked it through our bail, and now I'm going to hook through the bail again, and then hook through the ring that we just added, and then I'm going to close it. So now we have a Mobius flower in our bail. Randy, may I steal some of your rings? I'll be right back. I must go do some thieving. Alrighty. So these are 16 gauge 3/16 inch rings. All right on, Giovanna. Naps are good. Naps are good. So I'm going to do 1, 2. I really hope I can fit 2. Ooh, that might be tight. Into each of these loops. If not, I know what we'll do. I'm just going to go like this because I don't think we're going to be able to fit 2 through. So I'm just going to hook all 4 of these that I've just opened of the smaller ring size. Ah, thank you, Giovanna says thumbs up, everyone. That would go a long way into hopefully helping the channel to spread the love of crafting to more folks. So now I'm going to use, whenever I can only use one, I like to use a slightly smaller ring size. And this is 18 gauge 1/8 inch aluminum rings. Oh, Lorena, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, that's our Ember Cat's 19 years old, and we know that that day is going to come, and we miss her already, but we're enjoying her while she's here. So now I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to hook through 2 of the rings, and then hook through our link that we made. And there's that. And now we're going to do that same thing on the other side, hooking through and adding a loop to the link, and then closing. And this is one of the many ways that I like to turn wire-wrapped pendants into necklaces. And so it has me wondering, do we make another Mobius flower? We could make one smaller, surely. And this is with the 18 gauge 3/16 inch rings. 1 minute at a time. Yeah. There's that moon on the rise. Okay, so it looks like we should be able to join these. Okay. Because my goal is always to make it be where it connects nicely, but then it lays nicely too. Because if we cram it too tight, then things aren't going to be draping properly and it'll get kind of cramped and unpleasant. Like, I never want to spend all day fiddling with the necklace that I'm wearing because it won't lay correctly or something. So I'm really digging that. Nice little taper off. So I think I need to make 3 more Mobius flowers. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, can still feel him jumping up into the bed. I like it too, Misty. It's just a little, just dressing it up a little. Having little details, not because they're necessary, but because they make it feel fun and beautiful. Okay, so now we've got, there's 2, and I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to take that 3rd one and just hook it through the middle of both of them. Boop, and then we drop it and we poke it till it looks like something. And then I'm going to pick up the one open with one closed on it, and I'm going to close that ring. And then I'm going to thread the 3rd ring through the middle of both. Hey Sarah, how's it going? She says, loved the new home tour, love the detailed planning. Oh, thank you. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I like to start planning things and break it down into bite sizes and make it feel like, make it feel like we can achieve it, and breaking it down into a plan, taking account of what we have, and now we can really, I've been able to start purging, like, really. So that's pretty cool, because I'm only going to have 3 metal shelves in the closet for storage, so that lets me know what I need to reduce our current stockpile down to, more or less. I know it's not going to be a perfect adhesion to the plan, but just having something to deviate from, I like having a plan that we can stick to if necessary, but deviate from as necessary as well. Ah, Sarah says, Waz and I both tend to go with the shove it where it fits method. Right on. No, it's, Randy and I've started out that way, and it went well enough, but it's so much better when we have a plan and we're able to act on it, because then if we have anybody helping us, Randy and I both know and have an expectation of, this is where this needs to go, and it just helps us to kind of get things done if there's a plan and Randy and I both know what it is, because then we can divide and conquer. Oh, Amy. Oh, really? Stink bugs. I mean, they're stinky, but I don't know. I kind of desensitized myself to bugs through gardening. So now it's, other than like, I don't like spiders crawling on me, but other than that, I do all right with bugs. So this necklace that I'm making here, I call a mullet necklace because this little bit of the design is all I'm going to be doing. The rest is like, it's going to be mechanized chain. And I think that's okay. Like, because it's going to allow me to charge almost half as much from than if I had done bead and chainmail all the way around. And some necklaces will do that, but I like to have our stuff be as affordable as possible. And it's also, I think, fantastic for when folks want to layer necklaces because it's not quite so much bulk in the back. Oh, really? Trisilla says slugs are my garden ick. Yeah. That's fair. Gotcha, Giovanna. But yeah, but check that out. Isn't that nice? Just a little sparkly chain. And if you wanted to make a matching bracelet or matching earrings, you could totally do a bracelet of just repeating the Mobius flowers with the wrapped links. But I think that's all right. What a pretty little necklace. So yeah, this is another example of like a mullet necklace. So it's just the mechanized chain in the back, but then we got some chainmail going on in the front. And, you know, we sell that design for $25. Whereas if I do the chainmail all the way around, then usually it's closer to $100. Just because that's, if we put a $30 worth of, you know, $30 bracelet on either side to extend the neck all the way around, then suddenly it's 85. And that's if it's a short necklace. So just things to keep in mind. And so now we're gonna wrap with our silver wire, just because we haven't yet. Oh, really? Sarah says Waz did the new tutorial already. He had some colored rings. Nice. Kathy says, I like the repetition of the Mobius flowers. The pattern flows together. Right on. So now I'm going to take 30 inches and tell me when. Hey, Randy, can you say when?
Say what?
Say when?
Now?
All right, that'll be the crystal we use. Thank you, baby. That's a really nice one. Hey, Tim. Popping in while at work. How are you doing today, Tim? It's so good to see you. And so now I'm going to do the same as what we had done before. So just bringing it around. Again, I really like to get my pliers down on this part here. And then we're going to do a twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And you can see mine got a little weird. That's okay. Oh, you can hammer this and stuff, or you can do like how I'm doing and just come through and squish it with your pliers. Working the FIFA World Cup Miami. Tim, that is so badass. I hope you have a blast. Right on, Illumination. Yeah, Randy. What? Yep. Bracelet could even have a larger Mobius flower for a focal if wanted. Right on. That's a good idea. And so now I'm going to use one of our stick mandrels again. And I'm just going to come around like so. You could use a knitting needle, of course. And And I'm going to put a little spiral on this one just because we can. Ooh, a hammer says I haven't used my new hammer yet. Oh yeah, you gotta hit it with a hammer, girl. You've got to. Okay, instead of coming from around below like that, we did our spiral. I'm gonna do one more little wrappy wrap. Sorry, I really do try to stay in frame. It's so hard. There we go. I'll just be zoomed out. But now, this one can come around once and twice. So the bail is locked in. That's something we didn't do earlier. But now I can get my wires all lined up next to each other and very happy. And then we can go like, ooh, and I'm going to use the stick mandrel some more just because it helps me to have a little bit more to hold on to than just the bail. And we can twist. I want to make sure that we're not... I want that crystal to be well contained. And so until we get there, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Excellent. And so now I'm going to come up from over the shoulder and just stacking a little swirl on top of it there. I'm coming over this way. Oh, it's going to look like it has boobies. Or something maybe, I don't know. So I don't know if that's my favorite way of doing spirals. I think if we have that many spirals, we just need, well, more spirals. So this one's going to come up here, and I'm going to sew it through the bail. I'm going to give ourselves about a ½ inch and use our really small tipped pliers. That's why I like using this 20 gauge wire. Hey, Redoes It, how's it going? How are you doing today, Laura? You had short teal blue hair? Oh, I don't know about that. Lorena says, I recall when I first viewed your channel in 2019, you and Randy had a booth with outstanding costumes and a table of jewelry. I don't you wear, but I was impressed. You had short teal blue hair. Oh, I must have been wearing my Bulma wig. But no, I've never dyed my hair with anything other than henna. Not since the first time I used hair dye when I was in high school and it fried all my hair off, but... All right on. Y'all drive safe. And you know, it doesn't have to be the best work in the world. It doesn't need to be my best work of the day. But I had fun making it. And I think somebody will love it. So I'm going to wrap another one in silver, just because whenever I'm making stuff for in the booth, silver sells significantly better than the other metal tones, but I mean the other metal tones certainly sell well enough to justify repurchasing the wire and making things in those tones. But I just want to make sure that we've got an abundance of inventory. So I am going to do another. And I think I'm going to do, oh, I understand, Lorena. Wow, it's after midnight and it's still freaking hot. Oof. That's summer for you. I'm sitting with a little fan clipped here under the table, blowing right up my shirt because it's so warm in here. Hey, Randy, can you say when?
6:30.
No. Try again.
Wow.
Okay. Ooh, we're going to wrap this one. And so again, with that same 30 inches, bringing the wire down to the center, or bringing the crystal down to the center of the wire, rather. Bringing the wire up like this. Right on, Misty. It's just too hot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. And then I'm going to give it some squishy smush. Num, 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 num. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this around like so. And I did really like doing this first spiral. That made me very happy. Ooh, Kathy says we had a thunderstorm with some heavy rain yesterday. Not as bad as the southern states get, but it's hot today and it was hot on Wednesday. We had a beautiful, up out of nowhere, thunderstorm here in Missouri today. Just some gentle thunder, and it just dumped some rain, enough for us to bring the turtles in from their basking tank. Because we got a horse trough in the front yard that is all set up for being a little miniature Turtletopia. Oh, wow, Giovanna. Okay, so I'm just going to be bringing these wires around into the front. So just bringing it around the crystal. Very pleased with how that's coming so far. Okay. And so I kind of like it just like that. So I'm going to do our little swirp, the swirl swoop on the back side. And then I'm just going to come up and wrap around through the bail. And I want to differentiate between this one's the one that's on the bottom, so I'm going to pull it first. There we go. And then that one's the next one up, so I'm going to pull that down. Very cool. And I'm going to snip. And now I'm going to smush that little tail down. And now I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to give ourselves about 3/4 of an inch. Right on, Kathy. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll get to see you in tomorrow's live stream on Kick, where I think we will be doing some leather working. And there we go. A much more sleek, yet still has a little spirally action going on. turned my fan up. I don't think I can take it. It was on the wall poster. I didn't think you dyed your hair, but it was like really pretty blue on a poster. Oh yeah, that was Lorena. That was I was dressed up like Desert Bulma from Dragon Ball. We were doing a group cosplay. Oh, Deborah says, what time is the live tomorrow? That'll be from 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I gotta take a minute. So we're just gonna hang out here for just a sec. My neck and shoulders are locking up on me from, it's my first time back to wire wrapping in a live stream for a little bit. So just gonna stretch out my neck and shoulders. Tomorrow we will be live streaming from 3 until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can always sign up for our free newsletter at backtoearthcreations.com, and that way you get notifications every time we've got anything going on. But I think I need to take a break, and I'm gonna go get my ice pack and take care of my shoulder. Gotta live to craft another day. I think that is it for today, you guys. I hate to cancel it an hour early, but I gotta listen to my body whenever it's like this. So, following you for 7 years. Oh goodness gracious. Well, you're very kind, Lorena. The lighting helps, and I'm all slathered in my spackle. But thank you guys. Ooh, good luck at your show this weekend, Waz and Sarah. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you to everybody who stopped by our shop update, and thank you in advance to everybody who's going to be coming and hanging out with us tomorrow in our live stream where we do leatherworking. So until then, you guys, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.